Hi, I bought this Intex Excursion 4 boat on Amazon and I just wanted to share with you the unboxing and also what you actually get in this kit, and we'll get it ready to go out onto the water and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so let's get it unboxed and then I'll show you what you get. Okay, so that's our boat unboxed now. So this is the Excursion 4. It's a 4-seater boat and this is what you get supplied with the pack. So naturally you're going to get the boat itself, the inflatable boat, and I'll be showing you how to inflate that in a minute. You get this high output pump as well, which again I will use on this boat to show you how long it's actually going to take to blow it up. You get a really great size bag, and Intex always do this with their boats. They give you a bigger bag than what you actually need, because naturally when you take the air out of this boat, it's not going to go down as small as this is from the factory, and some boats you just can't get them back in the bag. This one you definitely will, but again we'll have a look at that after. You've got your oars here, so these are great size. These are 54-inch oars that you get with this boat. You've also got a kit pouch here with a Velcro strap that just straps to the inside of the boat, and you can put some kit in there and whatever you need. You've got your user manual. You've even got here 2 fishing hooks as well to put your rods in, which is a really nice touch. You've got your grip rope here, which goes all around the outside of the boat as well. Okay, so that's pretty much it, what you get supplied in the kit. So now let's get this ready to go out onto the water. So the first thing you're going to need to do is just assemble your oars. And as I mentioned, these are 54-inch oars. You have the handle grip bit at the end here, so you know that's your end piece. And all you do is you take an intermediate piece, naturally not that way because you have the 2 dots, but you slot it in that way, and then what you do is you just simply push this white clip down, slide the bar on, and you'll see there it just pops up, and you know that that's locked in then. And then the next thing to do is just to get one of your oars on, and it's really just the same process. Push the white pin down, put the oar back until you locate the hole, and then it pops in, and then that's one of your oars assembled. You can, if you want, there are some rubber end pieces here which you can put on. So before you put this piece on, I just pop that off, you can put this rubber piece on, and that basically just stops your oar from sliding off the side of the boat. So I've just slid that rubber piece on there, and I will pop that back in, locks in, and then we're good to go. And then I'm just going to do exactly the same with the other side. So there's our 2 oars assembled. So the next thing now is just really to get this inflated. So what I'm going to do is I'll move everything out the way. I'm going to use the supplied pump, and I'll show you just how quick it is to get this pumped up. Okay, so if you look at the places that you pump up, there's 3 positions. So you've got number 2 here, number 3 here, and number 1. Oh yeah, so that's number 1. So they're all in this area at the back of the boat. So you've got number 1 here, number 2, and then number 3. So that's the order they should be blown up. So it's going to be the base first. So what I'll do then is, I think I'm just going to need the standard end piece. I'm not going to need any of these other ends. I'm just going to pop that in. Okay, and as you can see, there is a one-way valve, so you're not rushing to put the cap in while the air is escaping. You can simply just wait for that, pop that in, push it down. Okay, so that's basically the base of the boat blown up. So that took about 1.5 minutes. So really a good pump that comes supplied with the boat. So we're going to go to position 2, and what you do, you have 2 caps on here. So the first one, so you've got your main one here, which you're going to use when you're trying to get the air out of the boat, which is great that there's this really large hole, so all that air is going to come out. So that first one goes in and tightens up. Okay, and then the same end piece that you used on this one goes into the smaller hole, and then we just pump the second section up. Okay, so that's section number 2 now in fully inflated. That took about another, I would say 2 minutes. So minute and a half, about 2 minutes to do this section. And I think this outer section is going to be even quicker. So I'm going to now get that done. So this is now position number 3, which is at the back of the boat here. Okay, so that's our boat now fully inflated. And I would say it took around 6 or 7 minutes using the pump that's supplied. So it might look like a small pump, but it's inflating the boats both on the pull up and the pull down, which is really nice. And it doesn't take long to inflate at all. So what we now need to do is you have a seat on the bow and the stern of the boat. So we need to now get those inflated, and then they'll clip on here. You have these hooks that clip onto the back of the hooks on the boat itself. Okay, so again, we're going to use the pump supplied, and this time you will need to use one of the adapters. So I would use the slightly larger adapter, and then that just goes in like so. So I'll just get the first bench pumped up. Let's get the next one done. Okay, so that's our benches inflated. So one is slightly smaller than the other. So the longer bench, this one here, will clip at the back of the boat. So you've got these hooks here, which just simply hook over the back and lock in. Okay, and that's the other end, and that just stops that from falling out. Same at the front here. Okay, and that is our 2 benches in place. Okay, so the next thing is to get your oars in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take them apart there. I'm going to remove this plastic ring, put it on this side, clip it back together. I'm going to put it through here. Okay, so you've got actually 2 oar holders here, and they actually rotate as well, which is really nice, a nice feature there, and that's going to make it really easy. So you do have 4, so you can position them exactly where you want them. Okay, when you're not using the oars, you also have this storage here on the side for you to clip them in, like so. But you also have these holders here that pop into these positions here, and these are for your fishing rods, your fishing line holders, which is great. You've got one at the front here, one at the back. And they go in. The only last 2 things to do is you have a pouch here that just ties onto these 2 hooks that are on the inside, and then you've got your rope, your grab line, which goes all around the outside of the boat through these holes and runs all the way around. And that's pretty much it. You're ready now, your boat's assembled, and you're ready to go.